Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? You know who this is. Big Country right here. Like and share this video, and most so all, subscribe. Hit that bell notification when you subscribe. And also, when you go to my channel, you know, Big Country, man. Like I said, hit that bell notification when you know I'm gonna put videos up, so you would know about it when soon the video come up. And also try to start a new channel, a gamer channel. I made it easy for you. Only thing you have to do is go over here, Big Country Gamer, click on that, and you go straight to that channel. Subscribe to that channel. You hit that bell notification, hit all. So you will know basically all the videos that comes up on that channel. I'm really gonna bring some videos out, especially with Madden coming out in a couple of weeks and NBA 2K coming out, a lot of new games coming out. It's gonna be on this channel. Now, what I want to talk about today is I'll be doing some trucker vlogs, and a lot of you was kind of DMing me, asking me about the trucking business. Um, what you have to do to become a truck driver. And I was thinking on this because I really want to know how I can explain this for you. So I'm gonna start out, with a history of me. I got my truck driver CDLs of December 1999. So I was driving over 20 years. This December it'd be over 20 years, 21 years. And I went to a company in I went to a trucking school in I forget the county, but it was in South Carolina. And at the time I was engaged. My girlfriend at the time was pregnant. Um, and I was like, I want to do another fashion. I already had two boys, and so now a daughter on the way. I had one change profession so I could help provide for my children better. So I choose truck driving. And the company I start off with after I came out of trucking school was Warner Enterprises, which I stayed about a year and a half. I stayed about, I think after 6 months or so, I become a trainer and later become a co-ed trainer, which I would train not only men, I would train females too. I think I stayed with Warner for about a year and a half, almost 2 years, and I decided to leave. And I went with, another company, and I went back to Warner, and something happened that I left Warner again. It's basically started driving locally. Uh, that didn't work out good for the money wise, and so I bought my own truck and become an owner operator, which I was an owner operator for about 10, 11 years or so. And when George Bush Jr. got in the office, I couldn't afford the truck no more of fixing them. I had three trucks. I couldn't afford them trucks no more, so I ended up, and then I got a problem with the RS, and I had to sell the trucks. Eventually I moved here in Maryland, which I've been up here for 11 years, and I was driving locally. I've been with three companies since I've been here. Ruan could have been a great company to me. I should have still be there, but they had some bad people there, and I ended up leaving. I know I was driving for Shaw, and I know what happened at Shaw, and now I'm at this company where you see behind me called Bell Trucking, Bell Nursery, and that's a little history about me. 21-year veteran and stuff. I know the trucking business. Um, Still ain't making money like I should be making, but with this pandemic, and I don't have my endorsements, it's hard for me to get a real high paying trucking job. So when I'm telling you this history about me, so I know the trucking business. So if you want to become a truck driver, you really have to find a good trucking school, a great trucking school, because you have some trucking school that's not going to really teach you nothing. They're going to teach you something, get your license, and then when you go to a company, you don't know nothing. You can barely drive the truck. So the number one thing I could say that to do is go find a good trucking school. Go online, look at what the rates of that trucking school, look at the comments of people saying about that trucking school. If the rate good, if the comments good, the people left the comments, go to the school. On that way of learning, of they teaching you, learning how to operate a truck in a safe manner, and also when you get your license, you got to investigate what company go to. Where is Warner? Where is Snyder? Where is Swift? And let me go back a little bit. Now I'm going by the history I know. It might be changed now, but do not. I must repeat that. Do not go to a school that will train you to get your license CDL, to have a truck driver school, basically. Do not go to a company who has their own school and then you got to drive for them. Do not go to them. At one time, Swift had their own trucking school where they train people to become truck drivers, and then working with them, and you had to stay with them as a certain time, whether it was 2 years or 3 years. And then if you leave them before that time period, you got to pay part of that money back. And so I don't know how it is now, but you have to investigate that. Now, back when I was at, there's a lot of companies out here. You got Steven Transport, Warner, Swift, JB Hunt. It's a lot of companies out here. You got to really go online and investigate a company. See what their job approval rating is. See the comments that other drivers say about that company. And because you want to go there, why I'm saying that, you want to go to a company and you're going to ride on the road. Don't think you're going to get your CDLs and I'm going to drive locally. There's some companies might take a chance and say, oh, well, come over and drive locally. I mean, this company here tried that and they was unsuccessful. They had one guy that basically panned out. And they had one guy that I trained that they didn't, I know this guy was not going to make it. I know he wasn't going to make it, no matter how much I taught him. And I had to teach him from the ground up. And when you got people that want to listen, they're not going to be able to drive trucks. So my thing I'm saying for you is go with a company and drive for a year on the road so you can learn the business. But when you pick that company, make sure that company is someone that's going to give you the mileage. You can make some money, good money on, enough to take care of your family on, and stuff like that there. When you find that, drive for them for, say, 6 months or a year. But my thing is drive for them for about a year. Because the simple fact is, you want that experience. Because a lot of companies who do local, you can do local wares, they want you to have at least a year, somewhat 2 years. You might have very few that will do 6 months. But you got a lot of companies that basically want a year. And like I say, if you want to become an owner operator, I advise before you become an owner operator, drive a year. Learn the trucking business before you jump out there and say, I'm going to buy a truck. Because that's what happened to me when I drove for a year and a half or 2 years or so. But when I jump out and become an owner operator, I didn't know, I know the trucking business, but I didn't know the owner operator business. And luckily that I had a friend who was an owner operator and I learned from him. So if you go, that's another way you can do. If you know somebody who's an owner operator, has his own truck, learn the owner operator business from him, and let him give you the 411. And once you know that, then you decide to get your own truck. But right now, and I advise nobody don't try to get a truck now with this pandemic going around. But yeah, trucking. Don't think you can go out there and jump in a truck and you're going to make big money. The trucking business right now is not big money. Back when I did it, yeah, you could make a large sum of money. But now there's so much crooks in trucking that in the office that they will not pay you what the value of you driving a truck is. Only thing they're gonna do is pay you to really just get a buy, so you can really work. Because that's the number one thing. These companies would pay you, give you an hourly rate or whatever it is to basically get by, but basically they can control you that you have to work. If they want to work weekends and if you want to make money, then you have to work weekends. So that's the object. Like where I'm at, they're not paying enough. And I mean, I have to look for me another job because it's not paying enough. And we off tomorrow, we off Monday, but you're not paying us to be off. And 2 weeks ago, I was off Monday and Tuesday, but you ain't paying us to be off. You're not giving us way to file unemployment to make up. That's what these companies do. The simple fact say they care about their workers. No, they just care about money. That's a business. To them it's a business. So remember that. You are a business to them. Their number one object is to get their product to wherever they gotta go at. Not care about you, that you making money, or what time you could go home, or spend time with your family. They do not care that. It's a business to them. Only thing they care about is getting that product to from A to B, to C, to D, and so on. That's all they care about. So you got to have that in your mind. If you want to get in trucking, they ain't gonna care about you. They just care about that product that you get in your van, the flatbed, that reefer, that tanker, whatever. They care about that delivered to the customers. So you have to put that in mind because it's a business out there. So I hope some of that will kind of rub off and let you know. Number one, try to find a good trucking school. Look it up. Look at the comment section about the school. Look at the rating for the school. Then look for a company to go with. Same thing. Look it up on Indeed or ZipRecruiter. Back when I was trying to pick a company, I had to go by hearsay. Now you can go online on your computer and you can look up on ZipRecruiter, MD, all these job service and see what the rating at that company. Read the comments that former drivers put in the comments section about that company. So you got to look at that. And number 3 is drive for at least a year on the road. Get that experience from on the road. Okay? If you're looking to get a local job, learn, drive. More repetitions, better driver you be. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to get in the truck and just get in the truck and back that truck up in the dock anywhere. This ain't going to happen. So anybody tell you, oh man, when I first got in the truck, I was backing in the dock at a place with no problem, call him a liar. Because ain't nobody who ain't got no trucking experience is not going to turn around, take that cab, take that trailer, and back it in the dock between two other trucks or whatever thing and get in the dock. You ain't going to do it. It take experience. It take reputation. You got to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep it repetition. You got to keep doing it to get better. Even for me, as a 21-year driver, I'm still not comfortable of backing the truck between two other trucks. I'm still not comfortable. So never be comfortable. When you get in a truck, never get yourself comfortable driving a truck. Always watching. You watch your mirrors. You watch the mirrors. You watch your front. You're trying to watch angles you can see. Because you can have other people in cars, they ain't gonna respect you. They're gonna try to cut you off, beat you wherever you gotta go at. If you want to come on to another land, change lanes, some cars they're gonna let you in. But you gotta have a mind of steel because driving trucks is very tiresome. It wears you out mentally and physically. This ain't like driving a car. But you know how it is when you drive a car, say you're going 300, 400, 500 miles, you get tired. But you could drive 200 miles, you could drive 100 miles with a truck and it wears you out mentally because you ain't sitting there driving. You gotta look at the mirrors. Look at the cars coming off the off-ramp. Look at that cars turning. Look at that car when they come around you and they cut in front of you. You wonder if they're gonna stop or they're trying to get in front to go off ramp. Though you change the lane or turn, you gotta watch that mirror, make sure no car on the side of you gonna hit. It's very tiresome. So you gotta remember them things. So other than that, you decide you can do that, go ahead and drive trucks. Enjoy it. And I really hope that it's will benefit you. Because at 21 years, probably 10 of them years, it benefit me. Right now, I'm working just to make the other people money. I'm not making money, so it is tiresome and make you want to get out trucking and find something else to do. Remember that you got to be strong to be a truck driver. Not strong, but mentally strong. Hope this helped you. I probably was rambling on, but I hope you help you because a lot of y'all were DMing me about trucking, how you become a truck driver, asking me questions. And I'm trying to remember some of the questions. I need to start writing stuff down when y'all ask me questions so I can really, get everything in order like I want to say. But I hope it's helped you. If any question, man, put it in the comment section. I'll be happy to help anybody. But like I say, man, go to my YouTube channels, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and peace.